Hi everyone, this is Stephen and this is the final video in the Flowxo video advent calendar. Spectacular, covering days 23, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. The hoodie has been won, so we'll wrap up this video series just nicely in time for Christmas. Watch out for a new series in the new year. Congratulations to our winner in fabulous Las Vegas. I hope it's a little warmer there than it is here today. Okay, let's take a look at a bot. I have a bot for you today that I think is absolutely excellent in terms of execution. In fact, we've had a lot of fun with this in the office. It flows really nicely, there's lots of rich content, and importantly, I struggle to break it. It constantly directs back to the bot's purpose. The winning feature, however, is the fact that once it's trapped the customer, it sublimely seeds in marketing messages, coupons, redirects to sales sites. It's a really good bot. Please do take a look at this. It's the Captain Obvious bot. I think you'll enjoy it as much as we did here. Let's find just one fault. Nobody's perfect. It doesn't take advantage of the fact that Facebook passes the name of the customer directly to the bot, so it can greet all new customers directly with a name without having to ask for it in the first place. Similarly, it just passes back the string here. Phrases like why and don't know could be caught, and we could put a clever response in there just to make it that little bit more immersive. Okay, let's take a look at how we can start a flow from inside another flow. It's a common support question that we get. It's really easy to do, but there's a couple of considerations. So we're going to use the example business and its connected bot, the mortgage store, which we use every week in our weekly webcast. If you haven't seen one of those, Flowxo's live Getting Started webcasts run every Wednesday at 3 PM UTC. There'll be a link to sign up in the final frames of this video. I highly encourage you to watch one of those to get the most out of Flowxo and the new features that we've recently released. So we're also going to use the flow that we looked at in yesterday's video, the book a table flow. We're going to start this flow that we reviewed yesterday, this templated flow that we reviewed yesterday, inside and from another flow. Here's the flow, a really simple one. We're just going to look out for the bot new message trigger. And then we're going to trigger the other flow. All I've got to do is give the word or phrase that would naturally trigger the other flow if it was said by a human customer visiting the bot. The important consideration here is that when we trigger that other flow, we've got this response path trapped here. This is the difference between triggering a flow with something like a webhook, where we wouldn't have the response path given to us. So it's really important that we're always passing around this response path so the bot knows exactly who it's talking to. Whenever you're building your flows, think about where the response path is coming from and how you're passing that response path around so that you know that you can correctly identify the customer and always get the correct message to the correct person. So we'll just make sure this workflow is turned on, and over in Messenger, this time I can say trigger. And you can see here, lightning fast, in fact, we've just triggered the other flow that we looked at yesterday about booking a table. So let's just have a look at that in Flowxo. If I go to the logs here, we found the item and we ran the task there. We ran this action, and our other flow that ran, the book a table flow, was triggered by that other flow. So it's that easy to trigger a different flow from inside one flow, but it's really important that when we trigger this second flow, we've captured the response path somehow from that first flow, and you might not capture that response path if you've just triggered off a raw webhook where the response path is not passed. We've got to capture that response path. It's absolutely essential. Thanks for watching today's cast, everybody. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button on YouTube to keep up to date with all our latest releases and news. There'll be lots more coming online in the new year. Merry Christmas and see you all soon.